2:00, Ama. You're setting me. Hey, my baby's turning
28.
Can you imagine? We're a whole decade, as in age difference. Oh, yeah, I'm so excited. Oh. I'm looking for money to send you because I know young people like money.
We respond to money.
Don't buy drugs. Save some.
Drugs are must.
Don't use drugs with my money. Mine you can tithe.
No, but you see, my drug of choice is candy, sweets. So
for real, that's what she loves to do. Sweet everything. Sweet guys, sweet lady. Would you? Yolanda and Laura Mbatha, the show is Sugar and Spice, and it's time for What Around Town, our big conversation today, Laura. What things shouldn't you ask your domestic worker to do for you? We know the disgusting, despicable things you have them do because they tell our workers and then they tell us. So we judge you in the parking lot when you're just driving in and you're like, praise God. We're like, let him be praised, Daddy Harriet. Anyway, but on the real, we need to, I don't want us to have a woke conversation and say the right things because we are afraid of the angry people on the internet, Laura. Nobody is born and wants to pick up after someone. No one says when I grow up I want to be someone's nanny. When I grow up I want to be someone's house help, domestic worker, you know. So let's just unpack and put that on the side. People don't do this job by choice.
Yes.
The least you can do is just be a human being. Just the least. Don't ask someone to do what you wouldn't want to be asked. Why in the Lord's Messiah's name? We are live on YouTube and we are live on Facebook and spicefm.co.ke. Why, for the love of Christ, Allah, Buddha, and everybody, insert your spiritual deities there. Why would you ask someone to wash your knickers? Why are you, in case you don't know what knickers, mbona unauliza mtu wa kuoshe suruaru? Why is anybody washing your pandi? Why is anybody washing your knickers, your panties,
it's wrong.
your boxers? Why? Ati mama fua. Then I can just see your boxers.
Imagine.
On Saturday. And then you're just over there. Good morning, Costas. No! Don't good morning me. You make mama fua wash your boxers.
Yeah.
You're funky. We know where you are. We know where you've been.
Right. And even if you don't have a regular mama fua, which is a question, like I remember I was having this question with this conversation with my person. I'm like, I have to check my clothes before I wash them because you might have made an oopsie.
Yes.
You just can't leave that for people to see your shame. They protect yourself a little bit. Feature uchiwako kidogo, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And for me, another thing that I also just don't see, making your bed is also another thing.
It's your business.
Yes.
It's your business. I make my bed.
Yes.
There's things that are private, private parts, private clothes, private are just that.
Yes, exactly. So even making your bed, it's what responsibility you have just to capitalism, and then your life is left to other people. It doesn't make sense.
Did you say to capitalism?
Yeah.
Just to capitalism.
Yeah. That's your master. Yeah. You're a slave to that one, so you enslave everyone else.
And even your kids at a certain point need to know how to make their own beds. Yes. My daughter is 6. She doesn't do it right. We let her, and then when she goes, we straighten it out.
Of course.
You know? But you can't let your domestic workers pick up even after your children. Why? Why? Okay, maybe if you're that rich, maybe people come and clean up after you. But if my daughter knows when she finishes her meal, she can take her plate and her cup or her glass to the kitchen sink. Of course. Here too, just small things.
Yes. Clearing the table after you eat, basic things like those. Perhaps it's not even responsibility. Yeah. It's just a humanity. Let's meet halfway. Your job is to clean up, not to take care of me.
Even when your children are sick, I've seen people, your child is sick, you wake up and go to work. Your nanny has not had a wink of sleep because your child has been keeping them up, running fevers. But by the way, we are seeing you glowing,
bright and bushy tail,
with your skin all tight, yani just looking like you drink your serum, your skin serum. just also let them rest.
Yeah.
Okay, anything you'd not want anyone to put you through, you should never put them through.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's not even their child. So I always say that there has to be some form of boundaries.
Of course.
You should not. Mimi kwanza, I don't even understand how you're letting your nanny check the diary and be signing every day. That is your responsibility.
Or have them attend meetings.
School meetings to make decisions, vital decisions to your child. So yeah, I know your child is just in standard 3 or grade 3, whatever they call it lately. But I'm like, that's not their child.
Yeah.
That's not their child. You, the only thing your problem is you don't want your nanny to speak to your husband. I'm like, that's the only problem Kenyan women have.
Yeah.
You don't want... Laura, tell your boyfriends to call you after the show.
I can't. Is
that your ringtone because it's your birthday?
Let me tell you, I wasn't expecting.
Laura, really? Is that your birthday?
Way back to the conversation.
Yeah, but
another thing also don't address people with pets, allowing your house. Uwe mezoea dogis kika nje. Kina Bosco na Taska. You want to bring them.
They cuddle up and sleep.
To
Sydney.
Do you know people name their dogs all manner of things?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. People need to realize the difference between the words domestic worker, domestic staff, and slave. And slave. You treat your domestic staff like they're your slaves. Slavery was abolished. Stop making them slaves.
True.
Yes, do not. These people are doing honorable jobos because they don't want to go there and be langas and also be thieves.
Exactly. And it's called assistance for a reason. It's not a solution to all your domestic
The only
needs.
thing you've bakishad is P. Diddy in the band. Katana kuja beba mama. As in, that's the only thing that you don't make them do. Everything else is degrading, demeaning, and just terrible.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
Just sometimes if you don't know, maybe you've just come from home, you're a new couple, you just married recently, and you've never run a household because your parents were running the one that you've come from, ask people.
Yeah.
Ask people like the boundaries. If you're not human enough to think for yourself and be like, why am I asking this person to do this for me? The only thing that's your problem is this person should not serve your husband and bend near them. That's the only place you draw the line.
You did, Yolanda, what did you do?
I did. Asiname karibu na bwana yako. That's the only thing you don't want your domestic staff to do. That's where you draw the line. You don't care about how you treat them. It's very sad. Some of y'all, no one should ever work for you because you're animals.
Yeah.
Chini kweli?
Facts.
And Sunday is a public holiday. News flash. Sunday is a public holiday. Chainde uhuru paka kakae kwa nyasi. God is what? You're not going to heaven, Nani. Mama, Nani. Jemo. Mbinguni. Not for you, clearly. Well, Laura and I are back. Some closing remarks. And then, of course, your comments. Big Punisher featuring Joe. Still not a play.